All right, here we go with the next problem. It says, and you can follow along on your paper as I read this because you won't be able to read it exactly along with me on this video. A teacher asked 3 students to identify a point on the function g of x and explain how they got their answer. The students are told g of x is an inverse function of the function f of x, and that the table below represents a set of x values and the corresponding y values for f of x. Okay, so there's our table for f of x, and I'm just going to label that so I'm not confused. Each student provided his or her work as shown below. So it says, student 1, f, so this is the x value, this is the y value, because it's the same values but opposite signs of the point f of x. So do you see how they just basically took this and changed the negative to a positive? So this is wrong. That is not the inverse function, because the inverse function is not when it has the opposite sign. Okay, student 2, 3-0, because it's the same as the point f of x and the x and y values are reversed. So they're talking about this one. You see how they switched the x and y values? So this one is correct. Student 2 knew what they were doing. Okay, student 3, 4-1, because of the same point as the point on f of x. So you see this is wrong because the inverse function wouldn't have the same point. So we're going to say no, that's not correct. All right, so let's read below and see. We actually haven't answered the question. We just analyzed the student work at this point. So it says, which statements correctly analyzes the student's work and identifies which of the parts of his answer is correct or incorrect. All right, select 2 that apply. So A says student 1 has an incorrect point, but his or her explanation of a point on the inverse function is incorrect. So they're incorrect and their explanation is incorrect. So for student 1, they were incorrect and their explanation was incorrect. So we know A is correct. That's confusing. But what we're basically saying is that they were wrong and they had a wrong explanation. B, student 1 has given a correct answer, but his or her explanation of a point on the inverse function is incorrect. So their answer was wrong, so we know that's wrong. Okay. Student 2 has given a correct point and his or her explanation is correct. So we know that's right because student 2 did give a correct explanation and they had a correct answer. D, student 2 has given an incorrect point, so we know that's wrong. Okay. E, student 3 has given a correct point. We know that's wrong because student 3's point was incorrect. So you should have gotten A and C here.